Hi everyone, this is my presentation for the My Favorite Personality Thing assignment for our personality class. And my favorite personality thing is Gordon Allport's theory of personality. Here's a quote that I thought I'd insert here because I really liked it. And before I go into his theory, I would actually like to point out something that I think is really cool. He actually was one of the first people to bring the study of personality into the mainstream. And the study of personality wasn't formally recognized until he published his book in 1937. And here's a picture of his book. And it's become widely popular and it's become a classic in the study of personality. So one of the main things differentiating Gordon Allport's theory from many of the other personality theories is his importance that he placed on traits. And he believed that personality is not something that's universal and that generalizations could not be made about personality because different people have different traits, and because of those different traits, they respond to their environment differently. And this theme of uniqueness is largely based around Allport's belief that everyone is different genetically and that there are no two people that have the same exact genetic makeup, and therefore their personalities have to be different as well. One of the biggest things separating Allport's theory from other personality theories is where he believes human behavior stems from. Allport believed that other personality theorists, Freud is one example, placed too much emphasis on the unconscious and past experiences in determining behavior, whereas Allport believed that human motivation and our own desires and free will determine behavior. With respect to the personality traits, Allport believed that genetics were a big factor in determining the uniqueness of each person's personality and the different traits that they have. However, he did not deny the role of environment and also stated that different people grow up in different environments and no one can grow up in exactly the same environment as somebody else. Therefore, personality cannot be universal. Allport believed that these personality traits were the biggest determining factor in behavior. He believed that no two people respond to the exact same stimuli in the exact same way because of our uniqueness. One of my favorite things about Allport's theory is his optimistic view of our purpose. He believed that our ultimate goal in life was not to reduce tension, but to increase tension, to seek out new challenges and new experiences. His theory is also based around free will and the ability to control our own lives, which I think is really cool because we have control of our own destiny and you can pretty much make whatever you want of your life, and I think that's really freeing to think about. The reason Allport's theory is my personal favorite is I really like his optimistic view of our purpose. He views life as a journey rather than a destination where we're constantly seeking out new challenges and new experiences, which I really think resonates with me because I consider myself a go-getter and a very goal-oriented person who's always trying to, better myself and reach my goals as best as I can. And I just think that really resonates with me and I really like his theory. And here's a little something special that I thought I'd include in the end of this video, is a video of Allport explaining his experience meeting Freud for the first time, which was explained a little bit in our textbook, but this interview really explains it in detail, and I thought you guys might really like it.
You want to hear about my one encounter with Freud? It did turn out to be very significant in my professional development, so I'll tell you the story briefly. I wrote him a note and announced that I was in Vienna, that no doubt he'd be glad to know it. He was very courteous. He wrote me a note, invited me to his office at a certain time. I sat down, and he said nothing. I fished around my mind, and I came up with an event on the tram car. There was a little boy, about 4 years old. He obviously had a dirt phobia at that age. Well, I thought this might interest Freud to know how early a dirt phobia could be set. Then he fixed his therapeutic eye on me and said, "And was that little boy you?" And it was not, honestly. To ascribe my motivation to the unconscious in this case was definitely wrong. It occurred to me there might be a place for another type of theory of personality and motivation.